Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming. How is everybody doing? I want to thank everybody for all your nice condolences and for being patient while I came back and everything. So thank you so much. And I'm doing good. Just one day at a time. You know how it is. So we'll get there. So what should we get into first? Well, first of all, I want to tell you that a couple of things that I keep getting that may or may not be interesting to you. But one thing I keep getting is Mike Flynn attached to or connected with these documents that Trump has, or that Trump took, the documents that they're, probably going to indict him over. We'll see. But I keep getting Mike Flynn involved somehow or attached to it. And I keep thinking, because I get the information, then I have to kind of figure it out. But he's connected somehow. Maybe you guys can think of some ways he's connected. But I keep getting it's something like he told him which documents would be of value, and he kind of consulted in a way, so he would know kind of what to take and that kind of thing. So anyway, that keeps coming up. I'm not sure how he's connected, and this is all for entertainment purposes only. So but yeah, so that's one thing I keep getting. The other thing I keep getting, I don't know if you guys remember, a long time ago, it was before Anonymous, but I think it was Anonymous who I was seeing, but I kept seeing somebody at the White House when Trump was in, somebody at the White House talking to a reporter. And I remember I saw them with two cans and a string. Maybe you don't remember this, but I remember it very vividly. And it made me think that they're, because it felt like they were in constant contact, this person in the White House. It was constant contact with these reporters or reporter. And what that told me, or what I felt like it told me, was that they were connecting through like very basic means of communication, not like electronic. Everything was kind of, see, Happy Girl remembers. So yeah, it was two cans and a string. And I kept thinking they must be doing like snail mail, like meeting in person, doing things that aren't really through technology. But anyway, but it felt constant. And that's the feeling I'm getting again with somebody at Mar-a-Lago. I feel like they have not just like a spy, but like an informant. Like I feel like there's somebody in constant contact with the DOJ. And with the guy with the two cans and a string, when it was Anonymous, I never got who it was. And I think part of it was I didn't know that guy. I didn't know who he was. So they could have showed me him and I'd be like, I don't know, some guy, but I knew it was a guy. And this feels like a guy as well. I'd say it may be like late 30s, somewhere like that, but it could be, it could be a waiter that's been there for 30 years or something, but I feel like it's like an informant, like somebody who's in constant contact with, I don't know, DOJ or somebody in government. They're just giving him information. So he has a mole inside that he doesn't know about. Anyway, so those are a couple of things I just was getting. I keep getting them over and over again, so I thought I would share that. Okay, so Vaughn's is saying housekeeping. It could be, it could be. We'll see, but it feels like a man. So we'll see. Okay, so should we get down to business here? This is so exciting. I've kind of just been not looking at anything because I just wanted to look at it with you guys. So let's see what you have. Okay, will Trump lose his golf club in Bedminster, New Jersey, aka the summer White House? He wishes it was the summer White House. That's so stupid. Ugh. Gag. I said it's not a good attitude to read with, right? I need to clear myself. Okay, get myself out of the way here. So I'm hearing, okay, so I'm hearing seized assets, but I'm feeling like there's a good possibility. There's a great possibility. I don't feel for some reason like it's 100%. And it could be that it depends what they decide to go after. Maybe it's not decided yet. They don't know, but it feels like a very good chance. But to me, it doesn't feel like 100%. It feels like there's a very good chance, but not quite there. But it could grow stronger. So we can look at it again. It may grow stronger. So we'll look at that one again. But that's what I'm getting, and I am getting they are going to seize his assets because I heard seized assets. So they are going to seize his assets at some point. And that may be one of the things, but maybe there'll be negotiations or whatever they do in that circumstance. So, but it's I would say quite likely. Alrighty, what is the next question? Daria Dugina died in a car. The Russian girl died in a car explosion last week. Or did she? Entertainment purposes only. Putin sure seems to be using her death to blame Ukraine. I'm hearing the word insider. So one second. Let me. That's weird. I feel a little bit dizzy. It's weird because I feel like somebody threw something into the car. Because I'm seeing almost like a flamethrower, but like a flame, something that's lit and thrown. And I don't know if that's I'm not sure what to make of that. Let's see, why would I see that? But they're saying insider. That makes me think it's someone inside. Well, I mean, of course, inside Russia, but it makes me feel like there's somebody connected, like in the like inner circle in Russia. Wrong target. Wrong target. Was she the right target? Was she the wrong target? Something about wrong target. I'm not sure. So I feel like something about it was, it's like something went right and something went wrong. And there's something about the wrong target. And then I get like inside the family, being an insider. So that's all I can tell you. To me, it doesn't feel like Ukraine or Ukrainian. It almost doesn't even feel like it has to do with the war, which is kind of weird. It may be being used for that, but I feel like it was something else. And it's like, oh, convenient, kind of thing. So it's kind of interesting because I actually do feel like this eventually will be figured out. It may not be for a little while, but I feel like they're gonna kind of put the pieces together, and it will be shared at some point. We'll know at some point what really happened, but that's what I'm getting so far. So I'm not really sure. Okay. Oh, it was internal to Russia by revolutionaries opposed to Putin and the war. That very well could be. I mean, it kind of
It kind of fits, I guess. So I'm trying to think all the stuff I just got, but anyway, it's hard to, I don't want to go into that space. So, but yeah, absolutely. I mean, I get what I get, and it's kind of, sometimes if I don't know a lot of the details, it's very hard for me to perfectly interpret it or interpret it correctly, but you heard what I got, so that's what I got. Oh, thank you, Sue. We love you too. Adam loves you too. Thank you. Okay. Kelly said you, Kim, have talked about the unearthing, yes. And she figured you meant political crimes, but this week dinosaur tracks were unearthed by the drought. Is this the unearthing? So it's interesting because what it felt like, and I remember it, and I remember, it's funny because when I get information and I remember getting it, I'll remember like where I was, because I knew it was significant, and I certain things I'll remember over and over again because I knew at the time this is kind of big and it's significant. And that unearthing message came several times in, over a few months, and I kept mentioning it because it kept coming in. But what I felt like, I mean, absolutely, it can be lots of things, but I kind of always interpreted it and felt like it had to do with unearthing all kinds of things that we don't know that have been around for ages. And I felt a lot of it was stuff that we needed to fix. So I don't know if that, I mean, that, I guess that could be an unearthing of some kind, but it felt like more negative things that we didn't know about and that we needed to fix, like dark money and weird politicians and how horrible the Republicans are, and all of these things. We just how our justice system doesn't work for everybody, and how just like it's just going to be kind of flipped upside down. So it's like, here's all the stuff that's going on. Now, because I think for so long, we did not know the depth and the kind of scumminess of these donors and what they really want, and the churches and all of this stuff that's just all coming out. That's the kind of stuff I felt it would be, is just all of this kind of negative stuff that's been underground for, what's his name? Epstein, that kind of stuff, where all this kind of murky stuff that has been underneath everything, and we didn't really know quite what was going on, or we'd hear little bits and pieces. It was all going to be brought to the surface so that we could do something about it. But I also felt like it was stuff like global warming, and things would be kind of like coming out into the open. It's like, here it is, it's here. So, and it was not to just make us miserable and be like, look how horrible everything is. It was so we could face it and fix it, look at it, know it's there, and then we can change it, we can fix it. So, yeah, anyway. Oh, speaking of scummy donors, thank you, Karen. It's a super sticker. Thank you. Thanks for being in the club. Has the Federalist Society's Leonardo Leo provided money to individual members of SCOTUS? They'd be paying off Brett Kavanaugh's debt. They just got a $1.6 billion donation to do more damage to America. Federalist Society. I just got a really clear picture of skeletons in the closet. So I feel like that guy, for entertainment purposes only, that guy, I don't know who he is. I don't know anything about him, but he's got a lot of skeletons in his closet. Just FYI. That came up very, very clear as I was repeating his name. So just know that we may be hearing things about him pretty soon. So I'm getting like, yes, he has, but he's not alone. He's not. There are several. Um, um, so this, okay, so this is for entertainment purposes only. Because I'm getting, and I'm not going to say, I kind of feel like I'm getting very little about this, but I'm getting enough to know that there are some people, I feel like Federalist Society, some mega church people, I feel like there's a group. There's like, oh, thanks, Pamela. Hi, Pamela. I know Pamela Shin from our classes. Welcome to the membership. It feels like they're doing something as a group. They're together as a group doing stuff. So I feel like they're combining their resources and doing stuff like that, trying to sway votes and things like that, and politicians. And I'm seeing that guy. Who is the I say televangelist, but the mega church guy that, remember he bought the jet? Do you remember that guy, Adam, that he's like, oh, I need a jet. God wants me to have a jet. I need a jet airplane. Do you remember that guy?
I remember him, but I don't. I make a point of never remembering their names.
I'm seeing that guy. So it's those types, I think, that are kind of have formed a, and this is why I'm saying like this is entertainment purpose, like, because it feels underground. It feels like we don't know about this, but it feels like it's under the radar and underground. And there's, yeah, and it's, and yeah, someone said dark money. It's that kind of thing, absolutely. But it's like a coalition kind of. I'm not going to get into conspiracy or anything like that. I'm not getting into anything like that, but it does feel like these kind of people have joined forces with their money, and they're trying to do some stuff to be a oligarchy, I guess, or be an oligarch nation, I guess. I just wanted to thank Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. And thank you, Rosa. And welcome, Pamela, to the Intuit Club. So that's what I'm getting. And I don't know about, I've asked before about Brett Kavanaugh's debts, and I know that they got paid off in a very, a kind of under the table kind of way, kind of, okay, I just heard cash. They were paid in cash. So maybe untraceable that way. I'm not sure, but we know that his debts got paid off, and that's all, involved in his getting seated and blah, blah, blah. We all know that. And this stuff will come out. Like I said, this kind of stuff would be part of the Unearthing. It will come out. Somebody will misstep. Somebody will have a big mouth. Somebody will get arrested. Somebody will avoid taxes. Somebody will do something because these people can't seem to stay out of trouble. So eventually we'll know about this. But just remember that I said it. You heard it here. There's some kind of weird coalition going on.
People in the chat reminded me, it's Kenneth Copeland. It's the one who's always the devil will cast you out. He gets
yes, that guy, not Joel Osteen.
Little beady eyes, the little beady blue eyes.
Yes, that's him.
It's like he's been taken over by some homunculus. But actually, a lot of them have jets as well, and they all kind of compete and get their parishioners to pay for them. So anyway, great.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna make me crazy. Yeah, the Snake Man. Anyway, yeah, that's the, yeah. Blech. Gross. Barr lied to the American people that he considered prosecuting Trump, but the DOJ under him never did. Will Barr ever get put behind bars? Barr behind bars. Okay, let me see. every time I look into him, it's not really my stomach, but I know it's that area starts to just turn. Not because he turns my stomach, because he does, but he's got something wrong with his like intestines and gut and acid reflux, and it's like horrible. And I always get just the worst feelings with him. And I know I'm not sure which card readers, but I've heard other readers say like, oh, he always gets the worst cards and that kind of thing. So I know I'm not alone. Oh, thank you, Truth. I appreciate that. I didn't mean to put you up there. Sorry. Just trying to see who you were. Sorry. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. So they're saying, okay, and this would be, I feel like because he is the way he is, and because I do feel like he's going to be testifying or being a witness for something very important, and I feel like it's kind of a deal. It's interesting. I feel like my guides are kind of like, don't think that it's because he's turned over a new leaf. He's very self-serving. It's to protect himself. It's to protect himself. So it's not like, oh, he turns over a new leaf and he's a nice guy now and he's going to be a witness and for something. No, he's pushing. He gets either very, very close to indictment, or he's indicted and has to make a deal. But I feel like he does make and to me it feels like a big deal, whatever he's and it doesn't feel like January 6th. It feels like something bigger. It feels like a trial. It feels like a trial. I'm asking if it's Trump. I think that it is, but I'm not getting a clear yes or no, and I'm not sure why. I'm not going to push it, but I think it is probably Trump. But it feels very, very significant, historical, important, and he strikes a deal. But it's early yet. He could still commit more crimes. He's that way. He's very crimey. They're all very crimey. So he could be committing crimes as we speak. We don't know. But anyway, that's what I got. Will Trump get in bigly trouble for hiding and flushing documents and generally being a terror? He is. He's just a traitorous hoarder. Exactly. He is a traitorous hoarder. Okay. And there is a thing I think I was talking about with my club earlier. There is a thing with Trumpers and hoarding. There is. I'm not going to say how I know that, but I know that is true. And I know other people have said that as well. Thank you, Bob Lowe. Thank you. Oh my gosh, these giant donations. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. Okay. Why am I so dizzy tonight? I feel like I just feel like information is just, because it's been a long time and I just feel like there's just like this wave coming in. It's really weird. So I feel like, with Trump, there's they're showing it like this thing with the documents, they're showing it like a spider web. And to me, that's always means usually there's lots of pieces and there's like a network going on here. So I feel like it's going to take them a little time put all the pieces together, but this is just going to expand. It's almost like just getting the documents is the beginning, and it's just going to kind of get bigger as they follow the threads and things. But it just feels like it's just going to expand and get bigger and bigger. But they show it like a spider web. There's lots of kind of intricate pieces and kind of a network of a sort going on here. And I feel like there have been a few things that have made Trump, that I have felt made him very nervous. And this is one of them. And I feel like it's because a lot of people along the way warned him. So he really does know that this is trouble. This is trouble. But I feel like he knows there's a lot of stuff he knows that could come out because of this. So he's very, I feel like he's trying to he's trying to pull the same levers he always pulls, kind of the, slow things down, threaten people, whatever. And it's not working. It's not going anywhere. I feel like he is cornered with this, but also he can see how bad it could possibly get. There's a lot more. There's a lot more to this than just a box of papers and a box of stuff. They're showing it as like I said, like a spider web. It's just going to kind of keep growing and expanding. And they're making, I don't know, when I say network, I don't know if that means other, a bunch of people, kind of here and there and kind of all over the world, or if it just means kind of a close knit kind of network. Like I said, Mike Flynn always, keeps coming up for me. So he helped in some way or did something to do with this for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, I'm just listening to the voices in my head. Don't listen. Don't take anything seriously. No, that's what I'm getting. So, is Skeletor in the closet a reference to Kellyanne Conway? Yes, it is. It could be. It could be actually. Adam, that's silly. You know how I feel about George Conway. I mean, I'm sure he's a nice guy, but I just think it's so weird. After all that we know, he could be married to her still, and just think we're going to forget it. It's so weird. It's so weird. I don't get it at all. Yes, it is a George Conway. I'm sorry. I mean, Adam hears this all the time. Whenever I see him on TV, I'm always like, that guy. Once you get divorced, then come calling. Until then, it's weird. It's really weird. Okay. Okay. Why did Trump take 300 documents, 700 pages, etc.? Okay, so when this very, very, very first happened, where they were just speculating that they think he has these documents, on that particular video, I think it was a live actually, I'd said that he took them for a few reasons. He took them for one, because he thinks everything belongs to him. He just has that mentality of like, oh, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. It's just the way he's always, that's how he's been since he was a kid. But the other things were that he took them to for money to sell. He also took them to extort or to threaten people, hold something over people, And the other reason was to protect himself. Thank you, Linda C. Thank you. Thank you for the blessings to us. Thank you. It was to protect himself. And 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 that those reasons aren't big surprises because we've seen him do all of that, right? He does think everything belongs to him. That's how he treated everything with the White House staff, the military, everything was his. And then we know that he sells stuff and will sell anything for a buck. We know that about him. And we already know that he, extorts people, and he that's what he does. He threatens people, he threatens witnesses. So we know all of this, but that's what I said way back when, and I'm going to just stick with that because every time they talk about it, I'm seeing him. Unfortunately, I said this he still has stuff. He still has stuff, just so you know. Entertainment purposes only. Don't come and get me, Donald. But he still has stuff, and they'll get it back. They'll eventually get it back. And it's not hundreds of pages. It's just like, well, I'm keeping this. That he still has stuff, and I also feel like so Saudi Arabia is coming up, and so is Israel, which is kind of weird. I mean, Russia, of course, right? We know that. But those two places are coming up really like front and center. And I also got, when they started talking about these high classified, like even the classified people can't look at the classified or whatever, it's so classified. I kept getting spy ring, like rings of spies. So I do wonder if those kinds of things had like a bunch of different information about different spies around the world and that kind of thing. But if somebody asked in the chat if he's sold stuff already, I get the feeling he has. But like I said, I think this is all the web we're talking about. I feel like this is all going to kind of come out in the wash, which was my mom's one of her expressions. But it will all come out as they go through, figure out, follow the threads. But it is going to take a little while. I have to tell you that. I don't know if it'll take a while to indict him, but it will take a while to pull all of the threads and to I just got the feeling that they felt like they waited too long. It's been too long. Like they waited too long to go get the stuff. They feel like there has been damage done. So I'm just picking that up from either Garland or somebody, because it just feels like we should have gotten to this stuff sooner. Some damage has been done. So it'll come out. But it's going to be, again, it's going to be stunning. It's going to, he's a traitor. I remember getting a long time ago when Cassie used to do the channel with me, I heard clear as a bell, Benedict Arnold, when I was asking about him and his future and how history would see him. Benedict Arnold, plain as day. So that's it. A lot of orange is going to come out in the wash. Yes, it is. A ton of orange. That is correct. Yeah, thank you, Connie B. I have these, like one or two people's like, yeah, I remember that. Yes, thank you for backing me up and validating me. I feel like a crazy person when I say that, but there are certain things I remember very clearly, and yeah. Any impression on what will be in the redacted version of the affidavit? What we'll say, or as GOP peeps call it, the affidavits. Okay, David. A lot of black ink. I feel like there's a lot that they've covered up, and I feel like they had to. It wasn't even like we can't. There's no way we can share this. I feel like I don't know if it will. say this, but I feel like there'll be enough that Trump will realize how surrounded he is by like people informing and talking and stuff, how it's going to make him very paranoid is what it's going to do. I feel like there's enough in there that it's going to make him feel like he's surrounded in a way, or he's being watched. It's not going to be good for his psychological state. And I feel like there's whatchamacallit, they're showing me like a timeline, like in consecutive order. We did this, then we did this, and we did. It's very and it's very clear to me. I feel like it's like we had to do this. We had to do this, and it. I don't know. I feel like it alludes to what. I don't know. It's weird because I feel like it'll be like there could have been blank sold to blank. I feel like there'll be enough there that it'll be like, oh my gosh, they think he's selling secrets or whatever. So it's going to be kind of a, we're going to have a clear view of the timeline, and also some of the reasons why it was so like it had to be now. It had to be now. Because I feel like there's something that kind of pushed it over the edge, and I feel like we'll get a kind of a taste of it. I don't know that we'll there's going to be a lot of pundits kind of filling in the gaps because, by just surmising. But I feel like there's enough that it's going to be like, oh, they had to do this. This was not something that they couldn't have waited any longer. They just couldn't have. So, yeah. So, okay. A lot of black though, but I feel like we're going to see a timeline, or they're showing like consecutive order. So a timeline or a consecutive order of something. And then we will know like, oh, this was something they had to do and they had to do it now. There's something like immediate, the immediacy of it, that kind of thing. So at least those are some of the things I'm getting. Maybe there's more, but those are the things I'm picking up on. Ooh, wind just blew. And Benedict Donald, exactly, shining out light, exactly. Will Liz Cheney become more centrist, or is she still a creature of the far right, only not the insurrectionist sort? Okay, so let me look at Liz. I feel like with her, just if you don't know, you probably do because you're here. But one of my things that I am able to do, and every reader has kind of things that just come easier to them, or that they just are able to do more easily, is being able to kind of head tap people, go into their feeling what they feel, feeling their motivations, feeling why they did something, feeling how they're feeling. With her right now, I feel like her anger is, it's sustaining her right now. Like that anger is sustaining her, but I feel like she's really, feels very hurt and betrayed by people she thought, she knew. Some of them, of course, she knew they were jerks, but there's people that she was very, very hurt that they didn't, they weren't more publicly supportive. She's very disappointed and disillusioned with the party, and she knows it's not the same. She knows there's a lot that needs to be fixed and changed. But I feel like right now she is so laser focused on Donald Trump. She's bound and determined she's given up everything. Basically, she's bound and determined that he is going to go down in flames. And because I think it's not even just, she keeps saying, like, I want to make sure he doesn't run again. No, she wants him gone. So I don't mean like a hitman or anything like that, but I mean just out of the sphere of politics. She wants him gone. So that is what I feel with her, is that just real anger and real sadness at feeling so betrayed by people. She thought that would back her up or help her, on some level. But she is pissed, and I feel like once the dust settles, she's going to reevaluate. I do think there are certain things that she's like very conservative. She's hawkish, and she's, just all the conservative things that you think of when you think of conservatives. But I feel like she may lighten some of her stances on like guns and some about women. I feel like she might soften her edges a little bit after going through all of this. And it's not over for her, so there's a lot of things that are still going to happen. So, but I feel like that's where she is. But I feel like her edges will soften. I think she'll still be conservative. She's a Cheney after all, but I think she will soften. The edges will soften a little bit. Rita asked if Liz Cheney could ever become Speaker of the House, maybe post-Trump insanity. I had always gotten her as a possible vice president pick for someone. I don't know why that came up, but it did for me. But let's look at Speaker of the House. So I get that is it's unlikely, but I don't get like absolutely not. It doesn't. It kind of feels like we might be surprised at where her career goes, because when I looked at her, I kind of looked, I was looking kind of like farther in the future and thinking what's going to happen with her, and I could see I kept hearing like diplomat, so I felt like she might have something to do with like like in like Homeland Security or something, some kind of like diplomatic role where she's kind of working in the kind of Pentagon-y kind of stuff, or something like that. Not Secretary of State, but in that department, kind of that area, like working with other countries and trying to deal with other countries and things. So I'm not sure why I got that, but also I got a vice president, something with vice president. So so what I actually heard was vice, and then I heard diplomat. So whatever that means to you guys, that's how I kind of interpret it. But the information I get is very little, it's teeny tiny, and then I have to expand on it with my other the feelings I get, the kind of some of the other pictures that may come, things like that. So, but it definitely, some of the things I think she's going to do in the future are going to be kind of worldwide. So, she may be in a position kind of like Jimmy Carter was, where she goes around and protects democracies all over the world. I mean, we don't know. So, this situation is definitely changing her and will continue to change her. She's had her eyes opened in a very serious, big way. So, and that changes people. That changes how they operate. Yeah, Rob, ambassador would make sense. Yeah, I agree. Something like that. So. Oh, appointed to Biden, but to the State Department. Okay, again, that fits, and it sounds like we're kind of all getting similar things, but we're just interpreting it the way we interpret it. And that's always how you get the mistakes, but also you get the differences in readers and what readers get and stuff. So Will women in Texas vote out? I think it's out Abbott and AG Paxton. So I just felt like there's going to be a few surprises in Texas. I feel like Abbott is going. It's interesting too, because I feel like he's kind of lost his, you know how DeSantis, it's just like he just gets more and more horrible. Like every horrible thing he does, he just gets more horrible, and he's just like super proud of how horrible he is. With Abbott, I feel like his vibrato is kind of shrinking. And I feel like he may be losing some support that he had always had. Maybe certain donors that have always given to him, they're not giving to him anymore. It's almost like people are treating him like he's going to lose. So it's almost like he's reading the writing on the wall. Because he feels a little defeated to me, to be honest. A little bit, and not saying he isn't still horrible and being horrible and doing horrible things, but it feels very, what is this? It feels very like depressed, defeated, kind of down. So I don't know if that's just him personally. Maybe he's going through something personally that we don't know about, but his, to lack of a better term, energy, his energy feels depressed, down, low, not in a fight, like a fighter kind of stance. It doesn't feel like that. It feels kind of like he's taking his lumps, you know, like it's like I'm ready for my punishment, kind of a feeling. So yeah, that's what, yeah. Anyway. Oh, thanks, Martha. Well, Val Demings beat little Rubio's ass in Florida. Another one. I mean, it's like one's just more horrible than the next. It's unbelievable. How could they find so many horrible people to be in these positions? Because I actually think most people are good people. Most people want to be good people. Most people are just trying. They just want to go to work. They just want to have a place to live, deal with kids and grandkids and dogs. And, you know, that's most people. I see them on Twitter all the time. But there are these this little like group of just horribles, and they seem to all be in Congress for some reason. So anyway, that's the end of my rant about that. Okay, so Val Demings. I don't know, you guys. I feel like I'm in the way. I'm going to be in the way a lot in these because I'm just like But I try very, very hard to put my own ego out of the way when I read. So it's just a shift. It's like a shifting of gears. So anyway, okay. So Val Demings, Lil Rubio. There's something about police. It's like she may get some kind of big police endorsement or something, but it feels like something with police. Was she in the police? Is she a police officer or something? Or what is she? Because I'm feeling like the police, like, there's something about the police that puts the nail in Rubio's coffin. Let me just put it like that. There's something about either some kind of police endorsement, police chief. Okay, she was a former police chief. Because there's something about the police that comes into play that tips her over the edge, and it seems like she's going to win, because it feels like it's like the nail in his coffin. She gets something that it's almost like Republicans always get this, always have the support, and she gets it, and that's it. So there's something about the police with her that is very, very positive, and really makes a huge impact and a big difference in her, putting her over the edge. So I'm seeing her having if it's not 100%, it's very, very close to 100%, a very, very strong likelihood. So everyone's saying she was a chief. For some reason, I always thought she was an attorney, but I guess it was just, I think because she did the impeachment stuff, that's why I thought that. Okay, Craig asks, how will things turn out for Rudy Nasratu Giuliani in his trial? I just heard it clear, like as loud as could be, broke. So I feel like he either is broke, or he's going broke, or he will be broke. There's something about that. And so he may have fines, a lot of fines or something that kind of put him in the poorhouse, or even just paying for attorneys and things like that. They put him in the poorhouse. And then, his own license, he's really not many ways to earn a living. He's on, what's the one with the Masked Singer? I mean, that's desperate times, if you ask me. This is not good for him. He feels, because I see him walking into courtroom after courtroom. So I feel like he's either sued a bunch of times, has tons of, or it's a combination of like being sued, being under indictment, being a witness. It just feels like he is in courtroom after courtroom after courtroom, and not in a good way. It all feels like bad. Yeah, there's something about a grand jury as well. So I don't know if they're meeting now about something with him, but it's like that goes badly too. So it is like a string of losses and losing, loser town, going to loser town in a loser mobile. It's all losing, but it just feels like loss after loss after loss. But it also feels like case after case after case. So I feel like it's just going to be this endless string of, and I feel like his health may go downhill, or cirrhosis. I just heard cirrhosis. So he may have cirrhosis or get cirrhosis. I just heard cirrhosis. So anyway, it's kind of a downhill. Oh yeah, he's a master drinker. Yeah, that's true. Of course, yeah, he is. He's drunk all the time. So anyway, loser town, going to loser town in a loser mobile. He's a loser. Yeah, sad. Yeah, he's drunk uncle. He is drunk uncle. Oh my gosh. Okay. Regular question. How close is Matt to the gates out of hell today? To the gates of hell. How close is Matt to the gates of hell today? Yes. Very good, Adam. Very, very clever and very, very good. Okay. Let me turn the page here. Okay. Yeah, what is taking so long with this case, right? I feel like they're trying to somehow save him or help him, and it's not going to be possible. Hi, Shining Hot Kayleen. Hi, Tony. I feel like it is not going to be possible. But I feel like that's what's holding things up. It's like they keep... What is happening? Why is that happening? I still feel like there's corruption too. There's some corruption in that. What state is he in? There's corruption in the state, or corruption in the where he is, where he's being indicted, or where he's going to be indicted, or whatever. It's like there's corruption there. Oh, Florida. Oh gosh. Okay. So yeah, because I feel like it's kind of like getting the runaround, kind of. Because I feel like it's like playing games, like kind of Donald Trump, kind of like throwing everything at the wall, trying to get out of this somehow. And it feels like there's corruption within like that. People trying to get him out of trouble, basically, and they're doing everything they can to get him out of trouble. I don't feel like they'll be able to do it, but I feel like I was asking the question, what's holding this up? Because it seems like it's been forever, but it does feel like they're trying to do everything they can to get him out of this, and I don't think they're going to be able to. So hopefully someday soon. I kind of feel like the wheels are they're still turning, like they're still trying. So it might be a little longer, but I don't feel confident in a time right now, so I'm not going to guess at a time. I don't know. It just feels like they're just trying to do every single thing they can think of to get him out of this, and so far it's not really working. So, but there's corruption, and I feel like the corrupty people are kind of trying to hold this up. For some reason, I think they think after 2022, oh, Republicans will be in and it will be great, and that's not happening. So, I know I'm not the only reader that said that. They're not taking over anything. So, and I think they're going to have even less pull in the Senate than they do now. So if that's what they're waiting for, they can, because I feel like they're stalling. That's the word, stalling. They're stalling for some reason, and it's not going to help. So, Oh, last question. Wow, that went really fast, you guys. Really fast. But we'll be back. What about Charles Flynn, Mike's insurrectionist brother? I know, these people. I always felt, though, that Mike Flynn would be back in jail. I always felt like that. Even when he got off, I thought he's going to be back in jail. He just is. Will we find out whether he was involved in January 6th? Okay, Charles Flynn. I just heard mastermind. So I feel like he was instrumental in something. He masterminded something. He had he was part of a big idea or a big plan. So he's going to be part of this, and I feel like it's pretty soon. I don't think it's like. I feel like it could be in the next edition of the January 6th Commission. It could be soon. Because I feel like he was instrumental, and I heard mastermind about some section of this. He masterminded, or he was behind. Soldiers. I just heard soldiers. Did they have like I'm almost feeling like you know how DeSantis has that his own police force? It kind of feels like that. Like they had some kind of lame-o police force ready to take over or something, or fake military something to take over, something like that. It's like there's something about that. So that's what it feels like. Something like that. So anyway, but I heard soldiers, I heard masterminds. So there's something he's behind that he masterminded that's going to come out. Because the question it was, what if we're going to find out that he was involved, what he did? So it has to do with something. Proud Boys, 3%ers, oath keepers, not oath takers, oath keepers, National Guard, take your pick. Yeah, I know. I mean, I know there are all those groups, but I feel like this is something like, the Donald Trump Soldier Brigade or whatever we're literally like a separate little military thing. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to read that, but that's kind of what it seems like, some kind of thing like that. But the Flynns are nuts. Yeah, their parents must be so proud of these wonderful boys. Okay, guys. Well, what's coming up? Let me tell you what's coming up. So Debbie and I have three more classes if you want to do them. Two are workshops. They're just one day, which is great. You get all the classes in a day. We're going to kind of do them in a micro version, but it's all the same kind of material that we start at the very beginning. So if you're interested, you could do that. And then we also have a master class. All of them are going to have small classes because we really like having smaller classes. We just feel like people get more out of them. So, and it's easier for us. So they're going to be small classes. So they're going to, if you're interested, sign up because I don't think there'll be a lot of space. So there you are. And we'll do this again in 2 Thursdays. So not next Thursday, but Thursday after that. Thank you so much. All right. And I'm going to name check people. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, everybody else telling thumbs up and readers and everybody. Thank you so much for monitoring and doing the things that you do. I really appreciate it. And for all your condolences and well wishes, it helped me really to get through a very dark period. So thank you all so very much. Okay, so David Curley, Mel Domom 2. I'm already behind. Sorry. Gosh, now I'm behind again. Okay, Sharon Sipe, UB Jr., Melody Lamond. Thank you. Noelle Douglas, Gerald Wilson, Kimmy G, Craig Dixon, Michelle Hott. Thank you. Jamie Johnson. Thank you so much. Karen Conroy, Martha, Tony Stokes. Thank you. Lawrence Sorensen. Thank you so much. Cosmic Toga Party. I think I have an appointment coming up with you, Cosmic Toga Party. So I hope that is true. Lisa Foster, thank you so much. Kay Patterson, Brenda R., Carly Coe, Craig Dixon, Carol Gallagher. Oh, and yeah, sign up for the club. I just thought of that. Sign up for just push the join button. You can sign for the Intuit Club. We do book club, and next week we have mini readings. So if you want to get in on those, they're all personal questions. So anyway, Carol Gallagher, thank you. Hilda Flores, Serona Running Horse, Genealogy Junkie, Carmen Tristan, Jess R., Karen W., Susan Bain, thank you guys so much. Sweetie Darling, Lulu, Allison L., Mick Sharon, Sue F., thank you. Cheryl McLemore, thanks, Cheryl. Raina R., thank you. Carla Rutherford, love you too. Sharon Sipe, Nana of 12, good for you. Thank you. Celestial Lightworker, Willow Houston, Jess R., Michelle Hawes, Steph S., Pamela Shin, thank you so much. Okay, all right, thanks, Pamela. Tony Stokes, thank you. Kelly Scarborough, thank you so much. So good to see you. Noelle Douglas, Sandra in Connecticut, I think we have an appointment tomorrow? I think we do. It might not be you, Sandra. It might be somebody else, but I think it is. So Yeah, I may talk to you tomorrow. Okay, Karen Conroy, sweetie darling again. Debbie K, thank you. Just visiting Winged Victory. Love that name. That's nice. Genealogy Junkie. My name is Carol. Hello. Hi, Carol. Rebecca Davis, thank you so much. Dan Artist Painter, thanks so much, Dan. Judy H, Glenna Miles, Hilda Flores, Jess R. And I repeat sometimes, I can't remember what I said. Sarah Lawrence, Mama Bryant, Lily Rose, Sharon Sight, Frida Stinger, Deanna, Ethereal Material, thank you guys so much. Ms. Kat M, Patty Olson, Melissa Morris Hillman, Kathy Watson, Betty Harper, Irene Astorga, Martha, thank you. Cassie's doing good. She is in the UK and we miss her. She's actually going to Spain tomorrow. So she's very, I'm not going to get into it. She's not that excited, but she is going and I'm sure she'll have fun. Miss Sharon, thank you. Carol Michael, Indivisible, San Francisco, awesome. Arlene Forney, Delilah Gillis, Jamie Johnson, Cleese Scape, Steph S, Karina Karen, Frida Singer, Susan Bame, Sandra in Connecticut. Okay, yeah, we do have an appointment tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow, Sandra. Ethereal Material, Debbie K, Vicky Boucher, Craig Dixon. I think I said your name already, but I'll say it again. Cheryl Nash McIsaac, thank you. The Theatrical Wig, thanks so much. Thank you. Michelle Grande, Mother of Three Gotcha, Ms. Kat M, Ms. Sharon, Prince Charming's mom, thank you. Nancy Lanau, thank you. Thank you, McSharon, thank you so much. Oh, silly. Oh, we're sending healing to your little cat, Brody. Blessings to that little guy. And Wing Victory again. Thank you, everybody. I will see you again very soon. Love you guys. I've got a couple. Oh, actually, you know what? Saturday, I'm going to be on live with Nancy Jean. We're going to do numerology for people. And she's doing mine, and then we're going to do it for people. So be there. It should be a lot of fun. Okay? I think it's at 2:30 on Saturday afternoon, 2:30. Okay? Super Queen B45, Marby Gongora, Miss Sharon, Chris Wickens. I think I've said pretty much everybody. So thank you guys. I'll see you in a couple weeks on Thursday Night Live and join us Saturday if you want to. Okay? See you soon. Bye. Oh, Jamie Johnson, Sharon, I better not fit at you guys. Real quick. All right. Bye, guys.